New tonight, a major shakeup in the Maine Senate race. Democratic nominee Graham Platner announced that he is dropping out of the race. The decision comes after a new allegation of sexual assault that Platner is denying. Fox's Kaylee Schuyler joins us live from Portland, Maine tonight. Kaylee, Platner posted an 11-minute video to make this announcement.
Good evening, Russ. There was major pressure on Platner to make this decision from party leaders. And in the video, he says this is not an admission of guilt and he still denies the sexual assault allegation. But he added that moving forward, that he wants the process to pick his replacement to be open and transparent, and that the ball is now in the court of the Democratic establishment.
We did it the right way. We built a campaign. We engaged in electoral politics. We motivated people. We banded together. We did it the way that we were told we are supposed to make change. And we won. And now they are not going to let us have it. And so we're suspending campaign operations. I want to make clear, though, I intend to file my paperwork to withdraw.
So this was not Platner's first scandal. He also faced criticism for having a tattoo that resembled a Nazi symbol on his chest. He claimed he didn't know the symbol's meaning and then got it covered up. But also back in the fall, some of his old Reddit posts resurfaced where he made insensitive comments about sexual assault in minorities. Despite all of this, some high-profile Democrats still supported him until this week. A woman who was in an on and off relationship with Platner spoke to CNN and Politico. She says back in 2021, he was drunk and came into her home without permission and then raped her. Platner said this claim is politically motivated, but he was taking time to think about the future of his campaign. And then the Maine Democrats started lining up to take his spot. So far, the most notable are 3 Democrats who fell short in last month's primary. They are Troy Jackson, a former president of the Maine Senate. He actually has already released a statement tonight announcing his bid. But there's also Nirav Shah, a former director of the Maine CDC during COVID-19, and Shinna Bellows, Maine Secretary of State. So now, just months before one of the biggest Senate races in the country, voters are wondering who might be the Democratic nominee to face incumbent Susan Collins. And earlier today, the Democratic Party announced that they will be holding a nominating convention to select their new nominee, and the party must pick the person to fill in this spot by July 27th. Russ?
Yeah, so not enough time apparently to have the voters have their say, so this will all happen at a convention. Is that what I understand?
Yeah, so that's what they announced earlier today. So it seems like hopefully they're going to try to get everybody all in one spot, try to do this quickly, and hopefully the Maine voters are happy with it. But people have been mixed on this whole decision with Platner dropping out. Some said they think the timing of the allegation is a little bit funny, but others also said, you know, if you have skeletons in your closet, you don't need to get into politics.
And the Republican Party probably had more in waiting. We'll see what happens in the coming days. Kaylee Schuyler live in Portland, Maine. Thanks so much.